G'day from the Bureau with your weekly forecast around the country. And there's two main themes this week. Firstly, widespread showers and thunderstorms across eastern, northern and western parts of the country, bringing widespread shower and thunderstorm activity, but a dry and warm week on the way for much of southeastern parts of the country. So this afternoon and today you can see showers and storms across large parts of the country, but staying pretty dry through southeastern areas. And some of these storms could be severe, particularly in Queensland and WA, so watch out for that. Then as we move into Tuesday, and for the rest of the week, a similar theme with showers and storms across our north and west, but pretty dry conditions across southeastern parts of the country. So we can see here again, very active day across our north and west. Again, some storms could be severe with heavy rainfall, and that could lead to some localised flash flooding. Much warmer in the southeast thanks to northerly winds returning there, and pretty dry on the New South Wales coast, but a few showers continuing through coastal parts of Queensland. Then as we move into the Wednesday period, very similar to Tuesday. Again, showers and thunderstorms across our north and west and staying fairly dry, but cooler on Wednesday and Thursday as some light southerlies get in there, but we'll see that heat return there. But note as we get into Thursday and Friday, just a continuation of widespread shower and thunderstorm activity across northern and western parts. Staying dry in the west, we could see a stronger front impact there as we get in towards that Friday timeframe. So we'll be watching for that. So with all this shower and thunderstorm activity, what does that look like in terms of rainfall from now until Friday night? We can see here very dry across southeastern parts of the country. Little if any rainfall this week for Adelaide, Melbourne, Hobart, Canberra and Sydney, with the focus of the rainfall through WA and across our tropical north, where we could see widespread falls of 50 to 100 millimetres and could even see isolated falls in at 150 to possibly even 200 millimetres with some of our strongest thunderstorms. Now, if you live in these areas, while it is a remote part of the country or travelling through here, this type of rainfall will make roads impassable as mostly are dirt roads out there. So it'll have some impacts for transport and any remote communities or pastoralists out there. Otherwise, typical wet season activities across our north and just those showers and thunderstorms getting at roughly 25 to 50 millimetres, mostly in those early part of the week along the east coast. Now, temperature wise, even though it is early autumn and March, still a lot of heat around the country, which is fairly typical for this time of year. Note the areas of cloud and showers. It's a bit cooler, but still quite warm through inland parts of WA and much of central and eastern Australia with temperatures in the mid to high 30s, but more closer to 30 degrees along the coast and into the 20s for southeastern parts of the country and far southwestern parts as well. But as we move into Tuesday, note the heat starting to build again in the southeast as those winds turn northerly, dragging that heat from the central parts into the southeast. Staying mild with some onshore flow along our east coast and also in areas of cloud and southerly winds through parts of WA and where those rain and storms are. Then Wednesday, very similar day, heat continuing through central and eastern inland parts of the country. Cool change though, moving across southern WA and southern parts of South Australia, but heat's continuing in the southeast. That will ease up a little bit on Thursday through coastal areas, but continue through our inland areas, while note temperatures still staying pretty mild on the east coast and in southwest WA. The heat's starting to return towards Perth. So if you're out and about this week across the country, remember to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website, app and social media. And if you are under any of those storm impacted areas, listen to all advice from emergency services.